Hey guys, it's Andy. I'm here today to go over some Gen 4, otherwise known as DPP replays. I haven't really played Gen 4 DPP since like this time last year. Last year I was in a server, a league called MSPL, Miniature Small Gun Premier League. It was this server which has rebranded to Discord Premier League. All that footage from my participation last year can be found in a playlist, which I'll probably leave in the description below if you're interested in viewing that. I played some Gen 4 games and I believe one Gen 5 game. I just had some fun with it. It was like a team tournament thing. I recommend actually watching that playlist because it was pretty unique, I guess, but like ultimately it like kind of reinvigorated my interest in Gen 4. Before this league last year, I hadn't played Gen 4 since back when it was, like the main thing back like 2010 or whatever. So when I played it last year, it like really sparked my interest in playing again. And actually recently, Elogee got unbanned in Gen 4 OU because it was banned for a while along with Salamence. They banned them both at the same time. I'm not going to speak of my opinion of the Salamence ban because back when it happened and I made my initial opinion, I was not exactly the most experienced when it came to how Small Gun made their decisions. But anyway, I'm here today with another series of Gen 4 replays. This is from a league it's from a Discord showdown server I joined back in January. See, Dargan greeted me, but he ended up leaving, rip. But there's like a lot of different kinds of things going on in this server. Here's what we're doing, DPP Cup. This is kind of like Grand Slam, I guess. I didn't know that when I signed up for DPP, but like I guess the more cups you sign up for and do well in, the better chance you have of doing. But I only signed up for DPP Cup, so like I said, I just wanted to get back into it, see how I liked it with Elogee being legal. So I had my first match versus YasuKe here. So this is the first match we had. I actually made two teams. I wasn't comfortable making DPP teams last year during MSPL, but now I feel like I have enough knowledge to make teams, and I made two of them. I only made two because I didn't expect to, this is a best of three. I didn't expect to make it past two rounds. I expected to lose, immediately 0-2. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, let's just get into this first battle. See, my opponent leads Swampert as I lead Metagross. Not a particularly good matchup for me, but we're both just gonna trade rocks if memory serves. Yep, it looks like that was the case. Now I just fire off a Meteor Mash, trying to get a little chip damage as he's able to two-hit KO me with Earthquake, and I really wanted to Meteor Mash again in case he has like a ghost type expecting me to explode here, but it's turn 3 of the game. I never played this guy before. I don't know like what he's liable to do, so I just go for explosion here. He does make the switch to Gengar on my explosion, which I'm really kicking myself for not going for the Meteor Mash. But again, I just didn't see a reason to. But would have been really nice to hit this Gengar. But either way, now I got to go out to my Tyranitar, and here I believe I actually doubled to. I know it's a fighting resist, scouting for a focus blast, because I don't want to take that. Yeah, I just go out to my Starmie, see if he's maybe scarfed or whatever. I found out here he's Life Orb, so I know I threatened him with my Starmie. I'm just going to take this opportunity to recover as he goes out to his own Tyranitar. I believe I'm actually Colbur Berry Starmie, so I can spin versus Tyranitar and, like not Scald. Do I have Surf? I think I have Hydro Pump. I can't remember. We'll find out right here, I think. Okay, here I find out he's actually Scarftar. And, okay, I do spin. Now, Pursuit with the Cobra Berry did 25. So did sand. Okay, so I'm at 61 after sand. So if I switch out here, I should survive based on it only doing 25. Unless that was like an incredibly low roll, which I don't think it was. Pretty sure I calced Jolly max attack T-Tar and figured it was like a mid to high roll. I thought about staying in and attacking just to weaken him, but I figured since I could live the pursuit, I might as well switch out and go to something that can, you know, like start threatening him by like setting up. So that's what I try to do here, but he pursuits and crits, so my Starmie gets knocked out. So not a whole lot to really say there. Here I do just go out to my Scizor and I believe go for Swords Dance as he goes. Do I go for Swords Dance? Yes, I do, as he goes to Swampert. And I think he's in range of Bug Bite. I don't actually remember. I think he actually doubles here out to his Zapdos. Yeah, but this is in range of Bug Bite into Bullet Punch because Adamant Life Orb Scizor is actually ridiculously strong this gen. It's kind of growing into one of my favorite mons, but yeah, I'm able to just blow past that Zapdos, which is insane, but that's how it be sometimes. So yeah, down goes Zapdos, but he's free to go out to Infernape. I don't want to stay in, just gonna go out to my Flygon, take this Flare Blitz. It does over half. I'm Scarf. I'm pretty sure based on that damage, I know he's like banded, I think. Maybe? I don't remember. I just knew that I threatened him here, so I'm gonna go for the U-turn as he goes back out to that Swampert. And I go back to... Wait, why did I go Crobat? Oh, because I'm not at +2. I didn't want him to like roar or get up rocks, or I don't remember my logic, but I get in my Crobat and taunt to prevent the rocks from going up right here. And then yeah, now I go for Super Fang and I believe miss as he goes Tar. Yeah, I remember that now. Would have been nice to hit that, but nothing I can really do. At the same time, there's nothing I can really switch into a Stone Edge, which I believe he goes for. No, apparently I went Tar. Yeah, I'm not Scarf Tar. Am I? Now I don't even remember. No, I'm Scarf Flygon. I don't remember why I went hard Tar. Maybe I was sacking it. Maybe I was hoping he would miss. He did miss, so I mean, nice bit of justice right there. But I can't explain why I made that play other than I was just sacking it. So yeah, now I think I actually DD. Nope, I Quake. I am so okay. I had Dragon Dance, but I remember going for Quake in case he wanted to stay in and attack, because I believe we were both Jolly, so it would have been a tie and I probably would have lost based on, you know, my luck so far in the game. So I didn't want to risk that, just wanted to get some damage off on it. But he went Gengar, and now I think okay, he subs. As now I go for the Dragon Dance and just break this up with an Ice Punch as he knocks me out with the Focus Blast. So yeah, not looking too good right now. I think I go Crobat here and just Brave Bird him, or Flygon and U-turn, or Outrage. Okay, not sure I agree with that in hindsight, but I guess I felt it would be good. But watch how little this does to Swampert. Nice 32 and just die to Ice Beam. So yeah, I definitely kind of threw at the end right there now that I'm looking at it, but it is what it is. Here I SD again because I figured based on what his last is, I could potentially do something with Scizor. So I go for the SD and I calced +2. I forget how much investment I gave Shaman, but let's see, after Sand he's at Sand and Leftover, so he's at 88. I calced, and like if I got a high roll I could do 88 with the Bullet Punch, but I only do 79. I think that was less. That was either the lowest roll I could have gotten or like less than I could have gotten for the amount of HP I was calcing. So maybe he was bulkier than I was hoping, but either way, I failed to knock him out, and he's able to knock me out with HP Fire there. So I can go Crobat, and unless I repeatedly dodge Stone Edges, there's probably nothing I can do to win this. So he goes out to the Tar here, and I'm able to Super Fang, and he hits a Stone Edge and knocks me out. So that's gonna be game one. Like I said, I definitely played a little recklessly at the end there. Hacks had a part too, but I definitely could have played better. So I'm not even like upset about the hacks. I'm more upset about the way I played during some turns. So yeah, not looking good round one. Anyway, here we are for round two. This team I actually made it with Latios. Also, it's Colberberry Latios with Banded Dugtrio to trap T-Tar. I specifically wanted this to be game 2 so I could see how he played, and if he, hopefully I could figure out how he would play with Tyranitar round 1, and figured if he was the type to bring it in versus Latios, then maybe I could double into my Dugtrio when I have my Latian and hope to catch his T-Tar. So that was the logic behind this team. So let's just get this one started. He leads Loom as I lead Machamp. This is a pretty bad lead for me. I don't really have an optimal switch into Spore. I have, I believe, Starmie, which I think I knew it was something with Natural Cure. It was Shaman. So this will get put to sleep. I can switch out to something that will prompt Natural Cure for this, as I believe he sets up a sub. He's Toxic Orb, of course. He doesn't go for Spore again, which was nice, as I go out to my Lottie and I believe just break his sub. Oh, he actually went Tar, maybe fearing me to be Substitute. I can't think of another reason why he wouldn't have just Spored right there, so he must have been fearing sub. Fortunately for him, I didn't have it. Either way, yeah, it didn't really work out well for me, but at the end of the day, I am Colberberry Latios, so I'm definitely going to switch out of this Tyranitar right now, as he pursuits and does 46, so I'm pretty sure he's banded, so I'm just going to go into Dougie and knock him out. So that's T-Tar out of the way. And with that, I figured I don't really quote-unquote need Dugtrio anymore. This is my only rocker. I am locked into Earthquake though, so I do just decide to stay in and get some nice damage off on this Breloom. You see I do almost half as he goes for Spore, and now that Dugtrio is asleep, that's actually, good for me, because now I don't have to switch around versus this Breloom to try to, get sleep fodder. So that was actually probably the best case scenario. Now I think I go right back out to my Latios, expecting to wall the Breloom. Let's see, yep. Bring it in, I'm up 46, he subs, and this is Sub Punch Breloom, by the way. So he does that. I'm back up to 92, and then Focus Punch knocks me right down to where I was, even lower after the sand. So it's not really an ideal situation to stay in here, so I just go out to my my Gengar to avoid the Focus Punch and go for Shadow Ball. Break the sub as he goes for, I believe, Seed Bomb, just to chip me down a bit. And I'm Scarf Gengar, if memory serves, so I can't remember. I think I just go for it again as he goes Jirachi. Okay. And yeah, I get a Spadef drop, which I'm not going to stay in and try to, take full advantage of that. I'm definitely going to switch to, looks like Shaman, as he Iron Heads. And I don't take it, as well as I had hoped, especially combined with the sand. And I figured this would be a speed tie, so I could threaten him with... I have Earth Power and Hidden Power Fire. I think I go for Earth Power first as he goes to... No, I go for Leech Seed first. Okay, just to recover a bit. I think I had Synthesis, but with the Sand, I didn't want to go for that. So, yeah, I just went for Leech Seed. Now he has Tran in, and I've ran YasuKe Tran before. I've been in this exact situation where there was a threatening Shaman versus me. I was YasuKe Tran, and instead of going for rocks or something expecting a switch, I just went for Fire Blast. I didn't want to be on the receiving end of that, so I go out to who do I... Latias? Oh, my champ. As he actually goes for Lava Plume, and thankfully doesn't burn me. I'm no guard Machamp, not Guts. If I was Guts, that wouldn't have been bad if he burned me, but do Machamp even run Guts Gen 4? I doubt it. Either way, I'm back at 66, and I can finally start firing off attacks with my Machamp. He goes Starmie, as Dynamic Punch does, a decent amount. He gets confused, and at this point, I was kind of sacking my Machamp, so I just stay into Payback. As he goes back to Tran, and once again, I'm just going to go for Dynamic Punch. As he goes back to Starmie, maybe expecting me to switch, but as everyone always says, when you got him a champ, you don't need to switch. I don't know if anyone always says that actually, but you know how it is with DPP Machamp. So I knocked this Starmie down to 21 after Sand, back up to 27. He goes for Surf, as I just knock him out with Payback, and down goes Starmie. So now he goes out to Rachi, he's able to knock me out, and I think I go back to Shaman. Oh no, here I bring in my Gyarados, right. Now, I can't remember, he revealed Iron Head at this point. I can't remember if I scout for Thunderbolt by doubling to Dugtrio here or not. I think I do. He goes Zapdos. I DD. Okay, so I did not... I thought about scouting, but the fact that he had Iron Head, I guess I just wanted to bank off him not having it. But either way, he has this threatening electric type right here in Zapdos. So I think I'd go to Lottie. Yep. As Life Orb Thunderbolt actually does a lot. Almost puts me in range of the Sandstorm. Thankfully I live though. I'm at 2 and I can roost that off. As he goes back to Rachi. So now my Lottie is at a decent amount of health. I think I go for Roost again as he goes for Sub. Interesting. So Sub Iron Head Rachi. As he goes, I go Gengar and he just goes for Iron Head and knocks me out. I guess I went Gengar fearing Sub Calm Mind because I'd never seen Sub Jirachi before, but yeah, he just knocked me out there. So now I think I go to Shaman, yes, as he goes for Fire Punch, doing 37, no whatchamacallit, burn or anything like that, as I go for HP Fire to possibly coax him into going into Heatran, maybe expecting me to not have Hidden Power Ground, but I definitely have it, and I'm definitely going to go for it here, but we'll never be able to see what I go for here because he goes for Iron Head and flinches me. I thought this might have been a tie, but then realized I wasn't as speedy on my Shaman as I probably should have been, so if he was max speed Jirachi, he outsped me, so yeah, pretty massive oversight on my end, but either way, I go Gyarados here now, pretty confident he doesn't have Thunderbolt or Thunder Punch, so I intimidate him. He does 13, and then a bit more after Sand, and now I'm just going to DD again as he goes Breloom, and maybe he thought I would have like Waterfall, Stone Edge, Earthquake, but I actually have Waterfall, Ice Fang, Earthquake, so I'm able to Ice Fang this thing and do 55 and knock it out, which is very nice. Breloom was a huge threat to this team. Now he can go Rachi. I DD again, fully expecting him to not have Thunderbolt or Thunder Punch, and his last move is revealed to be Zen Headbutt, which does quite a bit more than I was expecting, but thankfully it's not enough to knock me out, and +2, I believe he's in range of Earthquake. Yep, down goes Rachi, and his last 2 should die to +2 Waterfall, so that's why I went for the +2. I could have went for +1 Quake versus the Rachi, maybe fearing Thunder Punch, but I wanted to get to +2, that way I didn't have to play games trying to Ice Fang the Zapdos, as he can pivot into Tran and whittle me down with Sand. So I figured the +2 would be checkmate, and it is. So yeah, I Waterfall there. He was actually Pasho Tran the whole time, so maybe I could have played differently with my Shaman, but it doesn't matter. I'm about to pull off a nice sweep with this Gyarados. As you can see, Waterfall is enough to knock him out, so that's game 2. I was able to bring it back. And finally, here we are for round 3, the round that I didn't expect to get to. So because I only made those 2 teams, for this one I just pulled up a team I used last year for MSPL. This team had like Agility, Metagross, Rain Dance, Kingdra, I believe DD, D-Knight, just a bunch of like set up hyper offense to the wall team. I won with it last year though, so I was hoping I could do so again. So let's just see if that happens. He leads Gliscor as I lead Tar. I do not have Ice Beam or Ice Punch, so I'm not going to stay in here. I think he goes for Taunt, trying to prevent rocks, yes, but I just went hard Gyarados since I wasn't able to threaten Gliscor. I didn't want, any kind of damage on my Tar, so I just went for that. Now I'm taunted, so I can't DD, so I'm just going to go for Waterfall now. I think he goes Raikou and takes over half. Yeah, so now I actually go right back to Tar, not fearing Raikou, as I think he actually goes right back to his Gliscor, expecting that. And again, I'm not going to stay in here, I'm just going to go right back to my Gyarados as he gets up Rocks, if I'm not mistaken, yes. And now I think he tries to taunt again, expecting me to DD, but no, just gonna once again go for the Waterfall, do over half to this Gliscor, so maybe if I'm ever in a position versus it with my T-Tar again, I can just attack it. So pretty good. I'm taunted, so the best thing I think here I actually go for Bounce, expecting a Grass type to come in, and he actually goes Loom, so I was like, yes, thank you. Because last time Breloom was a massive threat, and now I'm able to, come in and damage something else. He does have this Raikou though, so he's able to go to that, and this definitely isn't going to do enough. I do paralyze him though, I remember that now. Yeah, so I'm able to just knock him out here, so that definitely mattered. I'm not sure how that would have gone had I not paralyzed him. Yeah, I really don't know, but yeah, I don't know what to say. Shout out to Gen 4 when electric types can be paralyzed. So now he has his own Latias this game and actually doubles to Breloom on my T-Tar, and I was like, no. So again, gotta kind of sack something to either sleep or even Focus Punch. I believe he goes for the sleep, so I just sack my Dragonite. Metagross it was. Yeah, Metagross was looking easily the most expendable. Oh, I'm Lumberry also, right. Huh. Forgot about that. Yeah, I was Lumberry Agility Metagross, right. But either way, still, I don't have Ice Punch. I have like Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, Earthquake. No, 3 attacks, Agility. I'm out of it right now. But I am just going to go for Zen Headbutt, or maybe even Meteor Mash. Nah, Zen Headbutt. As he goes Scizor, and I do 20. I don't see leftovers, so I'm fearing either Band or Life Orb SD. So I think I just go Gyarados right now. Oh no, my Dragonite, because I have Fire Blast, or Fire Punch. I think it's Punch. Yeah, I'm DD Fire Punch. As he goes this, and reveals to be Banded U-turn, so that's a little better. Quite a bit better, actually. As he goes Gliscor, and I think he outspeeds my D-Knight as he taunts, and I just outrage. This Gliscor was taunting too much, so I never tried to mess around versus it. Just went for the outrage, knocked it out. And so I think he's going to go Sizz and knock me out with... Oh, no, he's not. He just takes 50 from outrage and U-turns on out of there. So... very nice. I was able to chip that thing down as well. And he actually goes to Tran, which allows me to go Kingdra. Now, here, I really thought about this play. I ultimately click Rain Dance. I almost didn't, fearing Explosion Tran, because I have, if I get off a Rain Dance here, I sweep. This dies to Dragon Pulse, this dies to Surf, this dies to Surf, this dies to Ice Beam. So, did I say Agility with this? I meant Rain. No, I said Rain Dance. This was Agility. Either way, yeah, if I set up here, this thing just sweeps. So I was fearing maybe like a last-ditch Explosion Tran, but I went for the Rain Dance anyway, but it turns out it doesn't matter because he was actually Scarf Tran and is able to blow me back with Explosions. So, yeah, not not good there, but it's okay. Now he goes Loom as I go Metagross, and to my surprise, this is not a speed tie or anything, or if it is, I just won the tie, but either way, I'm able to OHKO him with Zen Headbutt, so very nice for Metagross here, as I believe, yeah, this is at 30%, so my Metagross is looking nice versus his last two mons. He actually goes Scizor first, as Meteor Mash is almost able to do it, not quite. U-turn is able to 2-hit KO me as he goes Latias, and he actually Healing Wishes into Scizor, but because it's banded, I know there's nothing to really fear, because as you're going to end up seeing, my last Mon can defeat it. Maybe you remember what it is from last year during MSPL, but it's Nape, and Flare Blitz is just gonna do it, and I'm gonna end up defeating YasuKe 2-1 here. So yeah, that was definitely fun. Bit of hacks during some games, but honestly, I was just happy to participate in a Gen 4 battle again. Definitely did not expect to win. Like I said, I only made 2 teams. I didn't expect to make it past those 2 rounds, but I did. So I'll be having some more battles. Hopefully you're looking forward to those as well. Maybe if I'm feeling really ambitious, I might try to live record it, but we'll have to see about that. Now that I did the replays for this one, it might be weird if I did live recording for the next round, so we'll see about that. I don't even know who my next opponent is, but either way, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed having these matches. So yeah, until round 2, thank you for watching this, and have a good day, guys.